What's up, guys? We're back for another Tour 10 grind. Hopefully this one will be a lot longer than the last one, because a 2-hour grind is only going to get us, on a good day, 2 hours will do 400, but that's winning probably 8 out of 10 matches.
There you go. First, I know next year you're going to junior high. So some lessons that you should know in life.
So we're going to light up a cigarette for good luck.
I always talk to you about. One thing that I think that you should know. Real men shouldn't cry.
And we won't be using any type of balls like this. It's too much. It's not needed here. You can achieve the same results, if not better, laying up with a katana. You could lay up right here on the left-hand side with top spin off of the left bunker if you didn't feel safe shooting up here, and then have a straight shot to the pin for your eagle approach with sniper or your long iron. This person's not going to gain any type of advantage over me by using this ball. If anything, he'll have less of an advantage whenever you go to shootout, because there's some shootouts where you'll be in between clubs with a power 4 or even a power 3 ball, especially in tailwind. So we're going to break the sauce out, and we're just going to play with the navigator just so I can show you that it is possible to do this and how to do it. Right here, here's what I always do. Zoom in and you look and you can see that we're shooting downhill. So I'm going to go about 11 rings with my POC. Maybe this grind I might make make it specific to a navigator grind. Navigator and katana. Actually, I don't think I can, because I don't have many katanas. I wish I did. But on Tour 10, most of the time, especially par 4s, you can get away with a katana or a navigator. But many of the holes, you're going to be in a lot better position if you have if you do have a ball with more side spin. I would say Quasar, but I like to beat the wind down a little bit, and Navigator does that. Let me check that I'm live. Yep. Okay, so we should be mid club. That'll be 1.1 per ring. We'll go about 11 rings and do some offset.
America's #1 battery destination.
So I just usually eyeball the last string.
One thing you should know in life is that a real man would never cry, that would never show any emotion.
And that's a downhill shot, and I didn't over adjust for a downhill shot. But we still came in good.
And if you're a woman, there's nothing wrong with it at all.
That was just to show you that using a money ball like this, it's not beneficial in tour play on a lot of occasions, especially on Tour 10. In Tour 11, you can use them if you feel that getting 24 clan points is worth using a money ball, which in my opinion it's not. So before you move to Tour 11, make sure that you have your clubs maxed enough to where you can get away with using a Kingmaker. I hate this fucking hole. But we're going to go
trying to make you understand.
we're gonna set up at the point 2 with red ring by the rough,
Don't you think?
and we're gonna use tiny bit back
How old are you?
and 1 right because we have left to right wind, and we're gonna go 12 rings.
I was telling my son that older folks, they're allowed to be racist.
Now don't. You can't really mark my words on this shootout because I've played it so many different ways,
I'm just trying to figure out when to tell him it's okay to be racist.
and we didn't need the backspin.
Here's what I'm trying to figure out. What is the age
I think I messed up in my last stream as well. I did the same thing. I used to click a backspin and we didn't even need it.
Exactly right. Listen to what both these gentlemen are saying. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, sir. Thank you, too. Don't be racist, ever.
Murray and Sal learned a valuable lesson, making Sal...
So obviously, he's set up way further down here than I am. So
Buckle up, because Sal's out. Lose it tonight. Yes. We don't even know how to explain this one to you, buddy. So you gotta go work.
don't feel that if he wins the match, it's because he used a UFC ball or a power ball or whatnot.
Hey, boys. There you go, buddy. Here comes all loose.
Yeah, and he's not gonna win.
Start your shift.
But
Your clients will be arriving shortly.
you just need to do little adjustments with these holes and try different spins with different winds, and honestly knowing ball compression is what's going to make you win the matches and shootouts. If you have headwind, you can't go by your ball guide. If you have tailwind or crosswind, you can't go by your ball guide. You're going to want to use your mind, and once again, the more you play, the more you'll understand and be able to do this more efficiently on your own.
Sal, you got the facts. Catch the chicken. So there's boxes to your left. Oh, you gotta be.
I'm going to flash the shades, or never mind, he goes first. But I'll still flash the shades and see if I can get this clown to play with the basic ball.
Okay, Dad.
We'll just keep flashing the shades to him. Then we'll get him to play with the basic ball if we can. And then we'll play with a basic ball as well if you want. And if you want to be a cock, you can use a kingmaker. I usually beat the shit out of this dude. It's probably why he won't do it. But he's in the top #1 clan right now, and he's using a fucking money ball against me in Tour 10.
Sal, this is not a good look for you, Sal.
I want to win, but in a way, I want to marlin his ass.
There he goes, there he goes.
Just for being a fucking clown.
That's not how you catch a chicken, bud.
I shouldn't speak like that on stream, excuse me. Beavis isn't a clown, he's a good player.
Wow, if your sister was here, she'd have that chicken in a crate.
Great shot.
Yeah, Beavis is actually a really good player.
Good job, Sal, buddy.
But that just shows you that your balls aren't
Now the facts.
anything. I mean they are in some circumstances, but look at our drive and look at his. If I had a device I could pull notebook up with, I'll probably 9 times out of 10 I would make this chip for eagle and win. But I'm using a marlin ball. I'm gonna have like a 12 to 13 mile per hour wind with probably a mid to max end-bringer shot. And honestly, I haven't. I just got the upgrade 2 days ago for end-bringer from 4 to 5, and the accuracy goes up. And I don't know the rings for it. Usually, if I know the rings for it, I can get a good enough adjustment just using my mind in order to drop the shot. And it is a straight shot. Tailwind, we're going to get a pretty good push, especially with 15 mile per hour tailwind. So you're going to adjust back from the cup. And let's see where we are. We're right at probably mid, 60% maybe. So I'll do like 10. Why the fuck does it keep doing that?
Celebrate Infinity's 30th year with our 2020 Edition 30th.
Don't great ball.
Get up to a $4,000 winter bonus on remaining 2019 models.
That's what I was saying about that extra bounce that you're gonna get.
This is my body of proof.
And you want to make sure that you pull the right amount of rings.
Proof that I can fight.
I play with a lot of well, I don't play. Whenever I first started out, I played with people and they do fairly well, but they don't know the ring system. I mean, they know of it, but they don't use it, and it causes them to lose a lot of matches. It causes them to lose a lot of matches because they basically go by eyeball, and you can't on every hole. Like some holes you can. You can say, well, hey, I adjusted 10 rings for sniper, which is 1-to-1, but you're going to have elevation changes. Sometimes you're shooting uphill, sometimes you're shooting downhill. Once you play these courses, you can get on YouTube most of the time, and you can find what elevations are what for what course.
The she shed was struck by lightning.
Exactly. It's not she shed covered by State Farm.
So again, we're going to have like a 14 mile per hour wind.
She's here. That's wonderful news.
And it would make me happy to beat Beavis
Home insurance trusted by
with a Marlin ball.
State Farm.
And even if I don't, then I don't feel so much like a shitty player, because obviously he had to use a money ball to beat me. It's going to come in nice. That's going to be a hard shot to beat. But it is beatable. 15 mile per hour wind, that's insane. Alright, so right here on this little hump, you'll see I'm going back and forth. You can go in a circle, and your ball guide doesn't change. So we have massive headwind. So our ball guide's obviously going to go way further than what it's showing. Don't go by that. So I always pull 1-to-1 right here. I think it's mid plus 10. Baby right curl. Baby right curl saved my ass, because on the right side up here, oh, too much right curl. But in a right to left wind, you want to use baby right curl, and there's a spot right there on that hill that if you hit it right, you will if you hit it right, you will you'll come in a lot closer to the hole than you would if you didn't use curl. But if we didn't use curl right there, we probably would have won. Even just less. So right here, it's a long par 5. So right here, you'll probably want to use Katana or a Titan. And right here, you want to get as close as you can up here to this edge as you can. And I'll show you why in 1 second. I always try to get about 340. And this dude's just a straight clown. He sees I'm using Marlin balls and navigators, and he uses a Kingmaker.
Well done, fellas. Wow. Clean up all this.
But I do understand, though. He's in the #1 clan, and they're grinding to keep #1. But
Warning, the following program contains scenes of graphic stupidity among four
I guess.
lifelong friends who compete to embarrass each other.
Perfect shot.
Is Joe out for blood?
I never let the ball situation get me too much in my feelings or let it bother me either way. We're about 12 yards up further than he is. So right here, there's a spot. You're always going to go max top and max right spin right here. And there's a spot right there that you want to aim for.
I actually have to make a wee-wee.
Let's go right here.
Mamma mia, here we go again with all four of us competing at the same
Let's
time.
go 1-to-1.
Secretly trying to make each other laugh.
And then baby OP and max curl.
You're eliminated.
And I did hit great left on purpose.
The winner takes the cake.
Right there, if you have a ball with more right spin, you're definitely in a better spot.
Perfect shot.
You're gonna marry this bitch, Snoogans.
Hey, sweetheart. Hey, that's all right. I'll tell him. Put the wedding plan on. Hey, Timon. Hey, it's Brian. The wedding song is...
Right here, these short ones, I usually eyeball.
Excuse me, sorry.
Because it's hard to adjust for something like that.
All right.
It's an uphill shot, and it's probably 15% of the club, 10. Usually if you just hit perfect, you're good. And I didn't.
Great shot. Nice on.
I have a real big problem with sand wedges and rough irons hitting perfect. So we'll lose this one, and then next time I'll match his ball, or we'll just come out of the gate and use Kingmaker ourselves.
Congratulations on your asshole.
I got a pizza delivery for
Rematch me.
I mean, you guys have to believe
There we go.
the whole pizza just for myself. No. It's like totally not mine, but I am Tonka Shahari. And I don't even, it's not even my pizza. It's not my pizza. I would never eat a whole pizza by myself. I would never even eat it. I would never even eat the shit.
Okay, so this par 4, you do want to have a power 3 ball.
Fine, Tonka.
And I wouldn't use a Kingmaker, but that's what he's been using, so that's what we'll use as well. And Beavis is going to get his issue right here.
Get more comfortable chairs.
And this is 10% downhill.
Bit by my own joke.
Doing heck good. I'm multitasking, doing something else. But we're still good right there. Alright, we're good to go. We're back in action.
Commercials. All new Thursdays at 10.
And remixing their jokes into funny-ass comedy videos. This is Laugh Mars Laugh Tracks. All new Fridays at 11.
Wake up. Never sweetened, always delicious. Simply orange.
Perfect shot.
Some alarm clocks are just better than others. The best things in life are made simply.
Introducing Wendy's 2 for $5. The only 2 for $5 with Wendy's fresh, never frozen beef and the spicy chicken you crave. Choose from the Dave Single Spicy Chicken Sandwich, 10-piece crispy, or spicy nuggets.
Okay,
Any 2
so
for $5, only at Wendy's.
this is shitty wind, and I'm going to go way more than what I should. Because see where our second bounce is? Because of the headwind, it's not going to land there. It's actually going to land down in here somewhere.
It's an honor to tell you that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for
So
what
we
you
will
need.
go
And now,
12 rings. Where am I going?
only pay for what you need.
Hey, baby. Where's the kids?
I'm just grabbing my butt. I'm getting later.
It was the best thing I've ever done.
Great shop.
Huh?
Now, for a limited time only,
Yeah, it's
LASIK
having me
Plus
good.
can help fix your vision starting at $250 per eye. Our best price ever.
Best decision.
Really?
Like you can just have it.
Since
And I was like, whenever I come over,
1995,
I'll
the
smoke
surgeons
with
at
it.
LASIK Plus
Oh, yeah. Who's all over there?
and can customize
Everybody
it
done
all
that?
as a LASIK procedure to help treat your vision. Call 844-439.
You know what I'm saying? Who all was over there, though?
Visit
Jason and Tatum
mylasik250.com to
was
learn
there.
more.
She was in there for like 15 minutes while I was there.
Yeah.
She had to get a ride back down to Old Town. And Mary Kay and all them.
And chips forever.
Oh, yeah.
Burn the keys for a chance to chase organic honey, barrel-aged bourbon, and pepperoncini. Because of that band, and because of everybody. From is no small potatoes. Kettle brand chips. No small flavors. No small potatoes.
For Dr. Francis.
Oh yeah, he's okay.
Just okay?
Guess who just got reinstated? Well, not officially. Nervous?
Yep.
Great shot.
Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out.
I'll see you in there. Just okay is not okay. AT&T has America's best network, now with our best plans at our best prices. Starting at $35 a line for 4 lines. New from AT&T.
I think I'll get more comfortable chairs.
Birdie.
Oh, I see something you guys don't see. How the hell did you guys not laugh at that? You're gonna marry this bitch.
Great shot.
Hey, sweetheart.
Birdie.
Hey, sweetheart. Hey, Timon, how you doing? Yeah. Yeah, you just called the weather.
Yeah, it was.
Huh? You tell him I was going to come over tomorrow and hang out?
Sweetheart, Timon. All right, sweetheart, Timon, how you doing?
I'll do this on my suitcase.
Alright, so
Joe is using the fever to win this
Pull
one.
out
She's
a
out.
handgun.
And then there were two.
what kind?
I don't know.
You put eyebrows on. Murray coming in strong in the end.
Okay, so in headwind, you're not going to use full backspin. It's what? Gray and black and little? It's a revolver or semi-automatic?
I don't know.
What do you mean? You know what a 38 looks like? 38?
It wasn't one like I shot.
Yeah, so then it's like a regular pistol.
Oh, it's David Zucker. Director of
Do they
Airplane.
sell screens
Naked
at
Young.
Pegs? Yeah, I believe.
How'd the eyebrow joke go? It didn't go well. No one laughed. That's because you're not funny.
Nice on.
You got cute now on that? Oh my god, Murray win! Take care, bud. Thank you.
Yeah, so I didn't get to explain that shot right there. So right there, in a headwind, you're going to use all but like 1 bar of backspin, and then go up to where both of your blue rings are touching each side of the rough line, and that's where you're going to have your shot at.
But we won't be using their real name. We'll be giving them a ridiculous
Not back there.
reason why.
Don't go up and try a rough bump right there, because you're going to overshoot or undershoot. You're either going to get stuck in the rough, or your ball is going to fly out of the rough and go across the green.
They're all named for pastries.
This one, I play 1-to-1, but you just got to get a feel for it.
There's Tartufo and Mark, my two favorite
Great shot.
pitchers. Fellas, I'm gonna run to the men's room real quick. Do you mind I'm gonna put my dog here. Just keep an eye, make sure nobody's stealing it underneath. Okay.
The dog's name is Charity.
Her name is Charity.
Charity. Because it's a waste of time and money.
Her name is Charity. I named her that because, you know, like Charity, she's a waste of time and money. See you, Charity.
That's fucking hilarious. Said I named her Charity because, like Charity, she's a waste of time and money.
Hey, what's her name?
I think it's Charity.
Charity?
Yeah.
Why is Charity?
I guess because he had a story for it.
Come on.
I guess because she's a total waste of time and money.
Alright, so whenever it starts to do that and it takes forever to find an opponent,
Where you from?
back out. Count to 5 and back out,
I gotta do a
or you're going to get a replay. And usually whenever Playdemic throws you replays, you're going to get a long eagle drop, or you're going to get a shootout that you're not going to have a chance to win. That's just the way the game's designed, and I've sent ticket after ticket in about it, and they claim that it's bullshit. Everybody in the game knows that it's bullshit. But you will get a bad replay, and they will give you the best possible replay that they can from that hole.
Cute pup, is that your pup? Oh, he's so cute. Oh.
If somebody eagled that hole in the last 24 hours, from the sand 100 yards out, that's the one that they're going to give to you.
Did the owner say why?
9 out of 10 times.
Come on, Frenchies, help me out.
You're French and,
Oh, you don't understand why.
Oh, you don't understand. If it were my dog, I would use it to hit on foreign white chicks. That's just me.
Okay, so right here, I told you I would go back and play with navigators.
This is eye. Is this your dog? It's got no eye. It's got one eye. One eye. This dog's gonna let me carry it? Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to play plus 10. 5 rings is 7 miles per hour wind. So we'll play like 6.
It does look adorable. What I'm seeing is adorable.
Yeah, can only miss you.
I should have used more left curl. I don't know why I didn't.
You son of a bitch. There he is. A family man of dogs.
So, with the Kingmaker, I could have probably went for green. From the right-hand side, I could have used top and left spin and max OP and a little bit of left curl and jumped over that bunker right there and went straight for green or for a short wedge shot. But I'm just showing you how it's possible to play with the Navigator on Tour 10.
My baby over here?
Her name's Bullet.
My name is Bullet.
In tribute to the
You don't need these season 4 balls, and
Great shot.
You know what? I gotta...
whatever balls you have. Just like this, essentially.
Ready to get miserable? Stars of Impractical Jokers have a new show on TBS.
Mom finally stopped breastfeeding daughter at the age of 9.
The moms in our 50s, that milk has had to have turned by now.
The Jokers and Jamila Jamil host the Misery Index. All new tonight at 10:30 on
Okay,
TBS.
so should have a Hornet shot. No, end bringer.
Do I have to break you guys apart?
Match this an end bringer with.
If you don't stop, I will eat
Jesus God, that's like 30 elevation.
I prefer the break us apart option.
We stuff M&M's in a chocolate bar.
Extra crispy Kentucky Fried Chicken. Scrumptious waffle.
Let me see, make sure we're good.
Well, sure.
Okay, we're gonna go
Waffles are back for a limited time at KFC.
10 rings.
You're welcome. I love you.
Great shot. Nice on.
Find a more inspired drive. All-wheel drive Mazda that Cars.com says is one of the best
you doing?
driving 3-row SUVs. Or one Car and Driver says has the ride quality of crossovers that cost twice as much. See why automotive experts are so inspired.
My phone's turned off.
During Mazda's season of inspiration. Now make no payments for 90 days and
Oh,
get
well.
0.9%
Can you
APR
get a
for
promise to
60
pay?
months.
I don't know, I haven't called him.
You should before it's. You got 15 minutes.
Hey guys, this is my friend
More
Barry.
important.
Unlimited data, Barry?
Rank number 1 in customer service by
You got 15 minutes plus 611.
Nice on.
I'll do it.
Just because it was something that